Hi you guys, welcome back to the Dance to Learn YouTube channel. Today I'm getting ready for Princess Camp, so I'm going to take you with me as I get my room all set up for Princess Camp this week. So in this vlog, I decided to do things a little bit differently just because I took so much video footage for Princess Camp that if I were to put this all in one video, it would be probably over an hour long, and I don't think anybody's gonna sit down and watch an hour-long YouTube video. So I've decided to break it up into smaller, little bite-sized pieces, and I'm just gonna post day by day what we did, which princess we explored. So in my Princess Camp, we explored 5 princesses. So Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Rapunzel, Moana, and then Frozen on Friday. So keep an eye out for the different princesses and more details on what we explored each day. So this is our little costume boutique. So over the years, I've had dancers just come and donate old Halloween costumes. So we make a little costume boutique for all of our campers that they can borrow if they want to for camp. And I'm just going to organize these and try to hang them. So I have smaller dresses in the front and longer dresses towards the back. So I kind of put the smallest ones and then the biggest ones, and then they come in every day before camp and they can borrow a dress if they don't have one. And then I keep a bunch of these older costumes in the bins just because we play like hide and seek with Rapunzel's crown on Thursday. I also use the pictures on here for our scavenger hunt. I do take my magic mirror. I made this for my very first Princess Camp like 15 years ago, so I'll put that. We don't do Snow White anymore, so she's really just a decoration. And then I have for Cinderella Day, we'll find the lost glass slipper. So I keep it in the Snow White box. And then we have Belle, and then we have Aurora. So that's my little costume bench. And this I'm going to put over here. And the next thing I have are my princess stands. And these are just added decorations, and I use them in our scavenger hunts and stuff. I have 3 different ones. Here's where I put everything. And then there's that one just up against the bars. So we play a little game with, this is Cinderella's pink dress for the ball. I'm just going to hang the dress right here on the bar. And this is where I will put the one glass slipper, and then we'll have to find the other glass slipper. And I think I just got these little swatches of fabric at Hobby Lobby. And then they'll take the little beret clip and pin it on the dress. I'm going to hide all of that stuff tomorrow, though. When I first get here, I'm just going to put it by the dress so we have it. So then the next thing that I have to do is set up my princess station. So this is where all of our clues for our scavenger hunts go. So these I bought like, I don't know, 20 years ago from Target. So they don't sell this particular set anymore, but you can get similar stuff like this from Amazon. And I tape these around the room and it'll be like, go visit. We don't have another Tiana anywhere. So it'll be, go visit Tiana for your next clue, or go swimming with Ariel under the sea. So these I'm just gonna tape and hang around the dance studio. And then I'll show you my Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo clues, and we'll hang those up before tomorrow. And that might be all that I have to do today to get camp set up. So I wanted to share with you guys a masterclass that is available on the Dance to Learn membership site. It is called the Princess Camp Blueprint, and I really go in depth with how to create a magical camp that sells out. I have linked in the very first comment underneath this video a link over to that course, as well as a YouTube only discount code. So if you are a subscriber and follow me here on YouTube, if you want to join me in that masterclass, use your discount code and pop on in and join me. It's on demand, so you can watch the masterclass at your own pace. Okay, so everything is hung up. I keep these frozen ones. And then on Friday, because we always have a princess from my other company, Dancing Princess Parties, come to visit the kids on Friday. And I always say, oh my goodness, Elsa came and she froze our room. So these we hang up on the last day when the princesses come. But let me give you a quick room tour, and then I'll show you my Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo clues and what we do with those. So Princess Station, just to kind of hide the bars. Costume Boutique. This is Rapunzel's area. And we have the three princesses over here. Oh, and then we have Ariel. I have a little mermaid sign that I want to hang up for Under the Sea. And we have our Princess Castle. We do a lot of princess portraits here. That's where I hung Tiana. And then here's the dress that we will decorate tomorrow for Cinderella. And then we have Cinderella, and our first Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo clue will go right there on Cinderella's magic pumpkin. And then we have our princess backdrop. And then I put Belle and her rose over here. So that is where I think our princess stations are all going to live. So now let me show you guys my Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo clues. The story is that the fairy godmother, she left clues around camp for our campers to find Cinderella's lost glass slipper. So clue 1 says, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, I'm Cinderella's fairy godmother. I've left clues around camp to help you find her lost glass slipper. So this will go over by Cinderella's dress, right over there. And then I go through my clues. They have numbers on it, but a lot of times I ignore the numbers and I try to. So this first one says go over to Tiana following the leader. So the first clue, they won't go very far, but I'm fine with us going just to Tiana. So this I'm going to hang right there, like that. And then they know it's their clue because they're double-sided. So I say, look for the pumpkin carriage, which is the same picture that's on my princess station. So it looks official, like it came from. Okay, this will be a good one. So clue 2, Tiana tells them to go over to the princess bench, which is on this side. So this will be a nice, fun, we tiptoe walk like we're wearing glass slippers, and we make a little princess train. I don't feel like the kids would be able to reach it up there, so I'm actually going to hang it on our castle just so it's a little bit more accessible for the little ones. hopefully that gives you an idea of how to use stations to create a scavenger hunt. I've also shared in the description a link to my Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Clues Canva template. The clues are blank, so you can write in your own. You can also swap out the main image to fit your theme. Check the description down below for that. So that's all I'm going to set up today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 1 of camp. I'll be blowing up balloons and putting ribbons all over the room. It'll be really magical in here. I'm going to hide all my fabric for our fabric game. I have a story time, so I'm going to have my story time chair. It's just going to be a super magical camp. So I will see you guys again tomorrow for day 1 of Princess Camp, and I'll kind of talk through some more games and things that we will be playing at that time. See you tomorrow.